looked really good in their winter semis. 3-0 in Cake. I mean, this has been Cake's tournament outside of that set. So, I mean, ZeeBee, listen, ZeeBee's no slouch. The Malo changes, the Malo adaptions from him as well. I am really, really curious about this, how our grand finals of RCS Season 8 starting off is going to go. Do we have the Classic? Do we have CakeAssault standing tall at the end of the tournament? Or does Zachary Benson decide, no, this is mine. Julesville, Game 1.
We're going to get into a grand finals here of the July RCS tournament. CakeAssault coming from losers, ZeeBee big chilling in the winner side and immediately taking 48 and climbing to nearly 60.
Okay. Answers back, gets back to the stage.
I was like, oh, please don't tell me that he loses the stock at the first like 10 seconds of the tournament set. That would that's mental damage, you know.
You would know how this set was going to go if that was the case,
right? But even now, this is still kind of telling.
Off the top, not quite, but we're on the platform. Oh man, Cake just ready. Cake's just ready.
Yeah, Cake. I think Cake is in a spot right now where he's like, okay. First, it was kind of an accident, you know. Like, ZeeBee, you're my buddy. We're friends and everything, but like, maybe I didn't really give you my all, and I apologize for that. Here's everything. You know,
well, let's harken back for a second to that winter semis game, right? So there was like Game 1 where we saw the jabs trade into the DBZ. We saw a finisher bomb kill early too. I mean, these are all things that, Cake's going to adjust to. Any top player is going to adjust to, and you're going to see these individual changes, and that's what we've seen so far. Oh, what happened, ZeeBee?
ZeeBee, you good?
But like, you see these adaptations so quickly, and you're just dead.
Yeah, as soon as I saw how high that back air sent ZeeBee, I'm like, oh no, he's holding the firecracker. That is not good. That's bad news bears.
Cake said it's 11 o'clock EST. I have to go to bed.
He's like, bro, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to be here fighting Malo for 2 sets, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Listen, if sets go like this, it's not gonna be too much of a slog for him. Still holding the finisher bomb, gets it out of the way just in time.
Right now we're seeing Cake deal with bombs in a really good way. Also just applying so much pressure to ZeeBee that there's not really a whole lot that ZeeBee can really do to even pull bomb in the first place. All the bomb
that up tilt conversion was so sick.
Oh, absolutely. The really crazy thing here is that it's a night and day from how the bombs were being handled before. All the bombs that ZeeBee's managed to pull out are just defensive ones, and right there, nothing that could have been done about that for ZeeBee. He just had to kind of try and get the bomb out of the way or just retreat and the combo. And that's
crazy because like in other games you can't put yourself into checkmate, right? Like you're just not allowed to make that move, and in this case ZeeBee unfortunately moved right into it and put himself into that checkmate situation, and that's how Game 1 ends.
Yeah, Cake
looks really damn good.
2 stock in Game 1, like what the heck? Like what happened? Again, night and day from how the first game started on Merchantport and winner.
It really looks like, oh man, this is how I beat Malo. This is how I use the bombs against them.
Oh, I just make them pull their bombs defensively, and then the problem solves itself.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's just that easy. Okay, well then there we go. Like Cake's not overcomplicating it with like a bajillion different what if scenarios. It's like, okay, this is the game plan. This is how it works. Cool. All right, we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna work from there.
Man, all right. How does ZeeBee respond? Because you 3-0 somebody in the first set you play against them. Just every answer, every time. Boom, 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 boom. 30 in a handshake. And then that happens Game 1 of Winners Finals. You have time to collect data. You got 2 whole sets to do it. Now we're going to Fire Capital, and that's going to give you the space to DI and have more time to learn. But, man, what do you do? What do you do, Zach?
It seems like we go to a larger stage where he can play a much more defensive game. And I say defensive in a complimentary way, because that is kind of what Malo is at his core. He is a zoner, He may have good buttons.
Anybody that complains about zoning characters zoning are big babies and need to shut up.
This is also very true. You're also very correct in the statement. that being said, zoners have always gotten a bad rap, and unfortunately, I don't think that is a statement that's ever going to change in fighting games in general, really. You know what I mean?
Nope, like, you're 100% right. 100% right. That's the philosophy of it, is I want to push buttons. I want to push buttons now. I'm a big baby that needs my rewards, and you just have to learn how to play the game. It's Dawson. It's APSA. Like, you have to find ways around it.
Yeah, Ken players when they find the one Dawson on ranked.
That's right.
Alright, but right now, this is looking like a much more competitive game compared to the one that we saw just a few moments ago. ZeeBee keeping the percents really close, really respectable. Oh!
That was so sick. That was so sick.
Pops the double nair just to get the bomb close enough to CakeAssault so that it actually connects. And even if this stock doesn't go your way, like if you can't make it back to stage, you still took the stock first. You still have the percent lead, even if it is a fragile one.
And it was funny just watching that bounce up on the platforms like that. ZeeBee, a master of his craft, knowing exactly how to put the bombs exactly where he wants them.
You're making sure to get out of the way of bombs too, not wanting to take too much self-inflicted damage. It seems ZeeBee taking a lot the placement of the bombs a lot more seriously, making sure to keep them on platforms or kind of hovering in the general vicinity of them, but using them sort of like as a shield of sorts, you know. Like, okay, Cake, if you come over to me, like, I've got a finisher bomb here for you. Ahaha, bestie, where are you going? You know what I mean? Like, he's covering his bases, you know? Even if CakeAssault tech chases me here, I'll more than happily take the bomb trade. Because it just means that he's also getting hit by the bomb, and he might just die. Or that could happen!
That's like, it's crazy. Just like it's in the movie moment, right, where you see this one character thinking so hard and doing all the right things, and you cut to the other character's mind, and it's like, wouldn't it be nice if we were and it's dead. Like, just it's crazy.
It is honestly insane. Oh, does not get it. That is another thing, actually. Now that I see ZeeBee finally going off stage for a more dangerous spike, like, that is one thing we haven't seen either. Like, it's been a lot of on-stage game, you know, like, not a whole lot of I'm going to try and get like a cheeky little spike to really boost my lead. It's a lot of like honest, like neutral, a lot of dash dancing, some footsies, some normal pokes here and there, but it's kind of been a lot of that.
Honest neutral is a unique way of describing Malo.
You know, it's honest enough. It's honest with an asterisk. It's Dawson heavy kick, you know?
True.
It's Dawson heavy kick. Honest enough. But what's honest right now is Cake is up 2-0.
Honestly, yes. Honestly, Cake is just running on, like, just go. And it looks like we're going to run back to Fire Capital. If it's not broke, don't fix it. It was close enough.
It was closer.
Akashi, let me ask you. You're sitting winner's side of Grands. You're down 2-0. Game 1 wasn't close. Are you using this for data, or are you trying to get the reverse 3-0?
Honestly, since you're in winners, you may as well just gather as much data as you can, or at the very least, keep yourself in a good mental state. Like, you can still keep trying and maybe go for the reverse 3-0, but you've got to consider your stamina, how much energy you've got left in you. Because, I mean, ZeeBee's probably been big chilling. He's probably got plenty of energy in him. But, man, getting 3-0'd in Grands never feels great. So you want to try and just... Oh, my God. That almost killed...
I was going to say that moonwalk down air into the back air, like... the mental energy when your opponent is just stunting on you, too.
Absolutely. And you know Cake is just feeling himself right now. ZeeBee's probably frustrated that he's not able to... The raw combust on to catch the landing? Absolutely.
Young man, we're going to have to talk about this when we get home later. That was disrespectful.
That was a little rude. Could have caught the landing with a forward strong. You know, like a more reasonable response. But, you know, combust kills. So I get it. I do.
Dude, I love the clone going that low, because like you forced him into an early tech situation.
Yeah, and then the back air is forcing those DI out so you don't get chained, but it also puts ZeeBee into the corner. Turn around back air there.
Nobody 100%. Puts ZeeBee in the corner, but just what do you do?
Cake's just super good at pushing into the corner. Sometimes you gotta just escape. Sometimes you gotta make Cake come to you. And ZeeBee's doing a lot of the approaching right now, which is very out of character for him. Oh, okay.
That was a sick conversion. But no, you're absolutely right. You just kind of have to go, all right, I'm going to go back to neutral. I lost this exchange. I'm going to try to win the next one. Let's see what happens.
Right now, ZeeBee doing everything he can to kind of close the percent gap, but at 121, Rogue down strong, honestly, might just call it.
Yeah, but here comes a really good exchange here from ZeeBee, but a big back air to answer. Very aggressive approach back to neutral.
And what we said before, with Cake using the clone to kind of tank some of the hits. Oh, ZeeBee actually carrying Cake back up?
Not like that. Oh man, that was such a good sequence too, and then just that raw dash attack, or down tilt there, trying to be a way in, especially with the finisher bomb cooking the way it was. I liked what ZeeBee was doing, but Cake is just so ready right now.
100% ready to bring this right to the second set with how things are going. ZeeBee has not had an answer to Cake's aggression and Cake's defensive smoke play. He's been using the clone more to tank some of the hits from the bombs. He's also just been using Cake more to kind of knock the bombs back or just deflect them. Like
I
right
was just
there.
thinking about that. That up tilt is so good because it works much like the clone does. It's a shield that you can throw up and say, nope, you're going to have to figure out another way in.
Yeah, and ZeeBee did not find another way in. Dunked into the second set.
Damn. Just
3-0 double two stock or triple two stock.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's
rough.
Cake.
Yeah.
Cake.
And we're in the real stuff now. We're in Tri-State would say dead ass finals, but we can call it
finals.
We can call it true
finals, thug finals, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Cake's rolling.
And
power of
ZeeBee's
friendship with the penguin tag.
Yeah, and ZeeBee's sticking with the Malo. I mean, it worked before. Maybe ZeeBee's trying to just gather more information on the matchup specifically, because it's not often you're going to be able to get sets with Cake where he's trying his absolute 100% best. And you fought him with your Crag a ton of times before, so why not get more information on how you can deal with fourth one with Malo?
Oh, it's the best case scenario too, right? You get winter semis and you get grands this is us being a little presumptuous about what's about to happen, but at the very least, this is game after game after game after game. And speaking of, game one is going to Forest Floor for our finals. Our
real finals. The truest finals. And yep, already immediately just sending in the clones. Just send in the clones. Does not. I don't think he got the. He didn't get the hit on ZeeBee there with the bomb. Oh, great tech, but ooh, actually teleported into the bomb to push it away from him. That's so smart.
Ooh, great clone there.
He was hitting everything. He hit the bomb. He hit the Invisible Man. He hit Malo.
Fighting demons and winning.
Yeah. And winning. Oh no! ZeeBee actually getting messed up by the lack of stall on the downward bomb throw from the new patch.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and old patch you would have at least bounced up a little bit, because that was what you used to be able to do with bombs, but now you just continue falling when you throw the bomb.
Right. Listen, that's a good change. That's a healthy change.
I think it is. I think it is a healthy change. I think overall it makes bombs more engaging, because you can't just stall in the air for a million years. I get that Malo was a zoner, but not in that sense. You know what I mean?
Well, and how we've seen ZeeBee play this tournament too. Like, you have the ability to still kind of have a little bit of that stall, but it is not an unlimited resource to you.
Exactly. It's no longer this. I can now sit up here for probably a good 5 or 10 seconds while throwing down bombs at my opponent and disengaging, basically.
All right, so at least eliminates the JV, but this is really good for Cake right now.
This is looking rough. Yeah, Cake has been firing on all cylinders. Got some extra ones, it seems, just from Malo.
Yeah. Went from a V8 to a V12 real quick. We are in the Bentley, boys.
Oh my god, a Bentley is gorgeous car. All right, throws the cherry bomb because he does not want to die off the. Oh! You waited for that.
I was sitting there watching him jump, going, "The hell is he gonna do? It's gonna be something dumb. What is he gonna do? Combust into the stage spike into the galaxy." Okay.
I'm 95% sure he was jumping and waiting for that firecracker to go off because he knew, ZeeBee's gonna tech. ZeeBee always techs and then wave lands on the stage because, and then just combust spike. Just not ready for that at all.
Nope. And speaking of things I was not ready for, ZeeBee, no Crag, no Malo. We are at the Alamo. We are at Custer's last stand. Out comes the Claren on Air Armada.
Okay, so interesting. I don't know just how ready ZeeBee's Claren is for Cake's Forsburn, but you know, I will give him the benefit of him being like one of the best players in the world because he's a top 5 player this season. He's obviously been putting in a ton of work for good reason. So, you know,
and more importantly, I get to see. More importantly, I get to say I saw a Claren in Grand Finals.
You saw one die at 44.
I hate this stage so much. I'm bad at this stage. I know it's me, but I hate this stage, especially when that happens.
Oh, trust me, I'm not a big fan of this stage myself either. The only stage where you can get pineappled is very unfortunate. Definitely, especially for some characters like Claren, who can definitely suffer from some recovery issues. Unlike Forsburn, who actually really likes the stage, IMO. He went straight down there for that. All right.
This is normally when I'd be starting to plan my post-tournament dinner. Akashi, what you doing after this, bud?
You know, I was
looking real good.
You know, honestly, it just kind of makes me want to get some Korean barbecue. No, he did the thing. Yeah, you can do that with Forsburn. Can
I was just like, is he gonna go all the way around and then he just goes through the stage?
He could. Yeah, as soon as I saw him put the smoke under there, I'm like, he's doing the thing. He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what's going on. This is it's setting up for a 3-stock here unless ZeeBee can do something quick. 167 and climbing, just not able to clean up the stock yet.
A man after my own heart with those up Bs.
Honestly, it's a really good way to just kind of wall off the area.
Yeah, you're going to take damage on the way up at the very least. It's not going to lead to a stock, it's not going to lead to a game win, but at least you get the damage. CakeAssault wins RCS Event 1 online tournament. Akashi, thoughts?
That was game 2, yeah. I was going to say...
I'm bad at math. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. With how that game went, you would think, like, wow, what a send-off for the set. But ZeeBee tried the Claren, did not work out as well as we thought it would. Thought maybe a stock. No, it was a 3-stock in game 5, or game 2, if you wanted to be technical about it. But ZeeBee switching back to the model said, lesson learned. I'm sorry, you know, listen, just because I have a larger sword than you does not mean that I am better now. Said, I will go back to throwing my bombs.
Size doesn't matter. Tower of Heaven, game 3.
Potentially.
Back against the wall. ZeeBee's got to do something.
Yeah, this is potentially the last set of the last game of the tournament. ZeeBee's got to pull something out of this bag of tricks. Bag looking empty right now.
Listen, we saw winter semis. The game plan's there. The win is there, but
but ZeeBee's not there. Dead on the top of the back air.
Man, Cake's good.
Yeah, Cake is so good. like what do you even say to that? Like ZeeBee's in the moment, like just so far ahead of like other people, and then Cake is just like, let me show you the difference in our power.
Absolutely correct. Let me show you true strength. Domain expansion. God. That is grand finals for CakeAssault. That is his domain expansion, or just the loser side of bracket. Let's be real.
Yeah, that is what it is. It's when he goes in the losers, it's domain expansion. On a side note, 49% on his first stock. Really not even looking that flustered like at all. Just big chilling. Happy to play.
He counter hit one of the firecrackers and then immediately parried ZeeBee's jab, and I just went, oh, Cake's looking inside the matrix. Got it.
Yeah, there's like a future sight going on here. I think he just wanted more sets to play, maybe, you know? He's like, alright, you know, I get a little more rivals. Okay, no, ZeeBee coming alive with a fair spike. Can't count him out just yet.
For the love of the game, Akashi, for the love of the game, I get one more set if I lose in winter semis.
Right? I get a little more fun. I get to entertain like my stream a little bit more, you know?
Hey, it's for the content.
Yeah, I mean, Cake would be a great content creator if he really put his mind to it.
That's the crazy thing, right? I mean, just to go outside of it for a little bit. Guys in college, top 1 Rivals player. Well, as we said earlier, probably top 50 before the end of the year, top Melee player. Like, what can't he do?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And you think of like all the content that comes from that. Like, can the #1 Rivals player in the world make top 8 at a Smash Melee major? Like that the content literally writes itself, you know?
Oh yeah.
All right, 68% right now. Every hit just closes the door even closer on this tournament. ZeeBee almost cleaning out that stock there, but Cake just not giving it to him without a fight.
Yeah, having to scratch and claw to even bring it to a last stock scenario. I want to see more Rivals. I love talking about the game, but I don't know if I'm going to be allowed that.
Oh, ZeeBee's got one last foot in the door, but Cake just slammed it shut with a 2-stock in Game 3 and a 6-0 in Grand Finals. Cake is your RCS July Major Online Champion.
Just take what I said at the end of Game 2 and just put it in right here. Just edit it over, drop it in.
Yeah.
CakeAssault wins. How else do you say it? 6-0 in Grands, dominant fashion, 2-stock, 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 2-stock. I think a 3-stock in there somewhere.
There was at least 1 or 2 3-stocks in there. I think the crazy thing is that, like, on the way, he also beat Kusi, the person who was the other person in Winners Finals along the way, too. Like, he just kind of... The business was dealt, you know? He's like, you know, another day in the office for good old CakeAssault. Mr. Strobe's taking home another gold medal in first place. ZeeBee taking home the silver for second. It's honestly insane just how different the grand finals sets were from the winner's semi set.
I want to be as good at something in my life as Cake is at Rivals. Not on a best in the world level. Not on a best in the world level, because I just think that's so impossible to achieve for your layman. But like, if I can excel the way he excels, it's just incredible to watch. You know, I joke about him being so, but like Alex is such a phenomenal player to watch because you get all of these amazing players who are in this top 8 and in this tournament, and how they can really, you know, use their gameplay to describe the beauty of Rivals. But then you just have a mastercraft in CakeAssault. You know, you look at this run, right? Runs into ZeeBee, 3-0. It happens. Then 3-1 over Cheesy, 3-0 over Tap, 3-1 over Kuzi, 3-0 over ZeeBee, and 3-0 in true finals. It's a master at his craft. I don't really know what else to say.
There's no other real way to describe it. I think that's just, he is like the pinnacle for a reason. He's been #1 for 4 years for a reason. He only ever dropped 1 season ever, and it was the online season. But season 3, season 4, 6, 7, #1.
And last year was season 7. I mean, so close to the sweep the entire tournament run through, and starting off season 8 the exact same way.
Yeah.
If you're a betting man, you bet on Cake. It's that simple.
It really is. And I mean, we got to shout out as well everyone in this top 8, as well as Hawkins and Kodak, two people who we often see like just outside or at least Kodak, who we see sometimes just on the cusp of top 8 getting in, and Hawkins, someone who no one really knew of, punching their way into top 8 in a grand fashion, as well as Tapscott making the incredible run, beating Soul Rifle 3-1 and locking in a 4th place finish.
So I'm gonna pull some notes real quick from SBS, who has the kind of behind the scenes thing of it. So ZeeBee went to work after winners finals, then had to come back and play grands. Oh, interesting. So
he went to work, literally, and then came back to play grands. Maybe Cake got back to grands. ZeeBee texted him and was like, "Hey, do you mind if we wait a few hours? I'm at work right now." And Cake was like, "Yeah, sure. I could just stream Melee for a bit or something. Like, I could just practice my tech chasing with Fox until then."
Yeah, I mean, that's the uniqueness of Rivals online tournaments. That's why these are such a fun thing to do, because you can kind of shape your day around it without any kind of real concern. But of course, you know, to the folks that were there from the first set all the way to the last, thank you for tuning in for the first stop on the Rivals Championship Series. Next up, of course, is Words, Hitfall 2, and Riptide as well. Akashi, got anything, brother?
Honestly, I'm really excited for this season. Season 7 was incredibly competitive. We saw a lot of new faces bringing a lot of challenge and competition to people who were staples at the top. And now with Season 8, we got new faces, period, just challenging people who even defend like the top 20, top 30 spots. Like there's blood in the water for everyone. And with Hitfall just around the corner, Tri-State, I should say NDVA's premier RCS event now, it's gonna be crazy. If I could tell anyone to do anything, it's to stay tuned and be excited for that, because it's gonna be an event that will blow your mind.
Yeah, we mark the end of the summer with the start of the season, and it's gonna be so quick, so fast. July, this event. August Hitfall, September Riptide, October Big House, November, December, January still TBD. Keep your eyes peeled at, of course, at Twitter at Rivals of Aether. Keep an eye on all that as well. But guys, we'll see you next time. I'm sure you'll be down at Hitfall, Akashi. I can't wait to see you there, brother. Or at least being able to watch you on stream. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.